everyone, this is your Noodle speaking, and today we are back with a review on the Sabot Round. Sabot Rounds aren't new for Battlefield, but they are new for the tank in Battlefield. And first, before I go into some actual gameplay and explain how the round works, we are going to go into what a Sabot Round actually is. A Sabot Round is actually a round that comes out of a barrel, and it is inside of a larger, like almost cocoon. And the purpose of this is, for example, in the tank, is to get the round going faster. And so what you take a 110mm tank round and you put a smaller round inside of it, as you can see in the photo here, how the outside, the little cocoon comes off of it, and by doing this, you get the same inertia that you get from firing a 110mm tank round, but you get the extra velocity and just armor-piercing ability that you get out of a smaller round because it hits a smaller area and therefore penetrates deeper. This is done in all kinds of things. For example, the US military uses a 50 BMG Sabot round, and what it does is it takes a 50 BMG round, it puts a smaller 30 caliber round inside of it, and you get the inertia of the 50 BMG round out of a armor-piercing 30 caliber projectile. And they use this for stopping vehicles, for going through engine blocks, and is very effective for the military. The other Sabot shells, which everyone should be familiar with, that were available in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 on the LV, are the T shells. And they've always been very good at taking out enemy armor, and now in Battlefield 4 they're pretty good at taking out enemy soldiers as well. Well, that's enough about Sabot history and what Sabots are. Let's get into some actual gameplay and see how these Sabot shells work out on the main battle tank. The first thing I have to say about the Sabot shell, it is absolutely the best shell you can use on the main battle tank for taking out helicopters. It travels nearly twice as fast as the anti-personnel shell and the high explosive shell, and it will take down helis so much better than the other two, simply due to the fact that you don't have to lead them as much, and there's not nearly as much drop on the Sabot shell as there is on the other two shells. You can fly swat like a pro with this thing. When it comes to taking out vehicles, the Sabot shell is right on par with the anti-personnel shell. It does about 25 damage to vehicles, whereas the high explosive shell does upwards of 29 damage, which does lessen the amount of times you have to hit a vehicle. But if you're a competent tank driver, you can avoid a lot of shells as long as you're pillaring back and forth and getting the right angles on the vehicles, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. What I mean by getting the right angles on the vehicles is, you can see what I'm doing with this LAV is staying at a 90-degree angle on it. That way you get the most damage and you do disable the vehicle. I will be doing a little quick pro tip on angles and how to maximize your effectiveness with the angles of your shot in the upcoming weeks here. Because you are doing less damage, you do have to be a little bit more careful. You do have to pillar back and forth quite a bit more just to make sure somebody with the high explosive round doesn't one-up you and get that one less shot on you. I do have my teammate be a great help there with the RPG and finish him off with a little shot through the door. That's just one of those little tactical tricks that you need to learn to be an effective tank driver in Battlefield. Also, with the quick switch over the 50 BMG, that's just another little muscle memory thing that you have to know how to do out of habit just to keep alive in game, so you can get to that next step, you can get that next kill, you can get that vehicle repaired, and you get back on the road there. I'm going to come up to this LAV here, I'm going to give him a little bit of a double butt kiss there, and sayonara to him. That is one way to be extra effective in Battlefield in the tank, and I will do a video on that coming up. It will be a little insider secret there, but you will win more tank battles than you ever have before with that method right there. Now that we've talked about the pros of the Sabot shell, we're going to talk about the one thing the Sabot shell does worse than any tank shell I've ever seen. It takes out infantry terribly. The only way you can basically take out an infantry soldier in one shot is to directly hit that person. Watch this here. When I come by, I hit right next to that guy. He's still alive. The only way I found that I actually got any infantry deaths is a direct hit. You have to hit him smack on, and it does 100%. Hit that guy there, he actually goes down into the hole I hit him into. I mean, it is pretty bad, the Sabot shell, when it comes to infantry. So you got to keep that BMG spooled up, that heavy machine gun, and be used to switching to it if you're going to use the Sabot shell. But overall, it is a pretty good shell. It's not overpowered. It's not underpowered by any means. It holds its own compared to the other two shells. It has its own special niche in the tank battle world in Battlefield 4. I'd like to thank all of you for watching this video. If you did like this video, you can hit that subscribe button. Please hit that thumbs up button over there. It really does help my channel out. I've been blessed with how many views I've gotten on my videos the short time I've been a channel. I really do appreciate those views, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is Noodle, signing off. Remember, use your noodle.